Hi friends, this is Mayanak Misra and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be discussing with you about The Great Beauty, an Italian film directed by Paolo Sorrentino. And before starting about discussing about the film, let me ask you that how are you? And hope during this Corona pandemic time you are doing absolutely great. This is the prayer, I always say that this is the most important thing. Now let's start talking about the film. Paolo Sorrentino's The Great Beauty has all the elements of a great film. This philosophical, meditative, contemplative, satirical, and magnificent film showcases a philosophical aspect of life. This film shows this film not only shows the shallow urban life of Rome, but also tries to find out the soul underneath it. Each scene in the film is carefully constructed. Paolo Sorrentino's endeavors for soul searching are reflected through this beautiful film. Sorrentino's Sorrentino traverses life as far as possible through this utterly beautiful film. The objective of life is not realized only through materialistic achievements. Money and wealth do not necessarily bring happiness. JP is living a king-size life in Rome. Still, he is devoid of divine peace and happiness. He is well connected to the social elite social society of Rome. Still, he reminisces his past time with Elisa in Giglio Island. The heartless life doesn't bring happiness. Rome has the great beauty, but it is decaying as its empty elite society. Jeb always tries to find the beauty not only in Rome but also in life. Relaxations, comfort, materialistic ambitions may apparently look beautiful in the short span of time, but those do not bring real happiness, beauty, and peace. Sorrentino's The Great Beauty is always in search of that real beauty amidst the filmy cover of society. Now, let me tell you about the story of the film. Jabe Gambardella, he's the main protagonist of the film. He came from the Giglio Island in his early 20s and now he is settled in Rome. He is a celebrity journalist. He wrote a novel, The Human Apparatus, long back in his early 20s. But now he doesn't have the inspiration to start writing his second novel. But somehow he has everything. He's the king figure in the elite society. He's the center attraction in all the parties. But somewhere beneath his heart, he realizes the emptiness of his life. His life seems to be meaningless. So he wants to come out of that. He is well connected to the elite society of Rome. He has a good friend circle. Romano is a playwright and he loves a woman, but the woman doesn't reciprocate. Viola is a wealthy woman. She represents she is a true representative of the bourgeois class in Rome. Stefania is a self-pretentious writer. Dadina is a dwarf and she is the editor of the magazine where Jep works. Lello is a toy merchant. He speaks, but without much substance. One day, Elisa's husband comes to Jep and informs Jep about Elisa's passing away. Elisa was Jep's first and only love. He reveals that Elisa mentioned Jep as her true love interest, and him as merely a good companion in her diary. Because of that, her husband is heartbroken. That even after spending 35 years, she considered him merely a good companion and not her love interest. But soon Elisa's husband finds a new girlfriend. Jeb greets them with a gentle smile. And then his imaginations reach out to the Giglio Island, his childhood, and the seashore where he used to meet Elisa every day. And after that, Jeb finds a love interest in Ramona. She is the daughter of one of Jeb's friends. But they enjoy each other's company. But soon Ramona dies of an incurable disease, and Jeb's social circle starts getting smaller. Romano loses interest in Rome, and he leaves Rome bidding farewell only to Jeb. Viola's mentally disordered son Andrea dies due to an accident which causes her to leave everything for charity and settle down in Africa. Stefania leaves Jeb's social circle because Jeb insulted her at one party. That's how Jeb is now empty. Dardina, the editor, arranges a meeting with Jeb and a Catholic saint. The saint looks like Mother Teresa, and she works in the developing nations. She holds deep religious values and transmits those through her followers. She clarifies that she eats only root because root is the most important thing. Her religious values match with the ideologies that Jep is looking for. Now Jep, in the Giglio Island, Jep has the inspiration and enthusiasm to start writing his second novel. He feels that he is now content. He has seen the ray of hope in his life. So this is such a beautiful, so philosophical storyline that even after he felt empty at some point of time, but he is now able to find out the ray of hope in his life. He feels he is content. He has that self-realization and the happiness, the true beauty. Now let's talk about different departments of the film. This film, The Great Beauty, excels in all the aspects of filmmaking. Paolo Sorrentino and Umberto Contarnelli's screenplay is tight, complex, and satirical. The screenplay is so engaging that it doesn't allow viewers to move through its runtime. Brilliant screenplay and direction of Paolo Sorrentino. I don't need to repeat. Brilliant, extraordinary film. Lele Marcitelli's music is haunting and very apt as per the theme of the film. brilliant music, brilliant haunting music. The most important part of this film is the cinematography. Luca Bigesi's cinematography is mesmerizing. He takes the viewers on a magnificent tour of Rome. He captures Rome in the morning, evening, and at late night parties. Marvelous views of Rome. Each shot is carefully constructed. And he also captured some brilliant views of the Giglio Island, breathtaking views, beautiful, when that ship is coming and JP's down the water, brilliant, and suddenly from JP as old, it becomes JP as young. Brilliant scene, brilliant scene. Tony Servillo as Jeb, absolutely brilliant as the main protagonist, absolutely brilliant. All the cast did a brilliant job too. Apt presentation, apt acting, and this film won the Academy Award, the Golden Globe Award, and the BAFTA Award for Best Foreign Language Film in 2014. And I hope that you have already seen this film. But believe me, this is such a beautiful, philosophical, meditative, satirical film. You will just love it. Please see if you have not already seen, and please support me. I always request you. Please support me. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you do not miss any regular update. And my prayer to you and your family that please keep yourself safe during this pandemic time. It is extremely important. I will end here, but before going, I thank you for watching this video. Thank you and bye.